Hi, welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm Justin Riley, your host, and I hope you stick with us today because we've got a great show with some fantastic local food. We're going to be checking in with Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery. She's going to talk cakes with us. Also, a really delicious burger from the Red Zone and beer battered brats from Jacobson Brothers. It's all coming up right here on the Restaurant Show, where we stop by the best restaurants in town so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to eat right here on the Restaurant Show.
Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. I am so pleased to have with me here Mr. Mark Jacobson from Jacobson Brothers Meats and Deli. He is here gracing us with his presence prior to Memorial Day, and we are going to talk about grilling food, aren't we?
Yes, we are, Emily.
I'm very excited. Who would know better but Jacobson brother himself, Mark. So we're going to walk through a couple of things we have out here in front of us. Very excited because I myself love to grill, so I'm very pleased to be in the presence of this man who's the master. So, okay, tell us first about what we got going on in the steamy pot over here.
Well, right now we're going to be grilling some of our Jacobson's famous bratwurst. And these are handmade just up the road from the studio by these two hands, actually. I'm one of our head sausage makers, and it's an excellent fresh brat that we have available at all 5 of our retail locations here in Dane County. I just made 300 pounds of brats this morning already.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to get geared up for the big Memorial Day weekend.
That's right, hard working already today.
But here we've got our brats. In the pan here we've got some good beer and a little bit of butter. I like to put a little butter in with the beer.
Who doesn't like beer and butter? I mean,
Yes.
those are two of everyone's favorite things, right?
Exactly. And
All
then
right.
we simmer them in the beer until they're done. I mean, it usually can take about 10 minutes if you have a good hot simmer going. But
All right, look at that.
those cook in there. And then what I like to do is brown them on the grill at the very end.
Okay.
And if you have a big group, what I'll do is put the beer brats after they're browned back into the beer solution, and they'll stay warm and moist and
get more beery.
serve them right out of there to your guests.
Well, how long does it take to cook them? Because you have the raw brats here that, like you said, you made this morning. How long does it take once you put them in the beer? You've got some, a bunch of beer, just kind of pour it in to taste kind of thing. And then we've got some onions out here to show folks that that's kind of the way that you actually make a beer brat. Literally beer and onions, right? And a little butter.
Beer and onions, yes.
How long does it take to do the beer brat soakage / cooking from the beginning of when you put them in the pot there?
Well, that's kind of depend on how many people you have, how many brats you're going to be cooking.
Okay.
If you got a good boil going, and like here we just have 3 brats going, they'll be ready to brown on the grill, and you're kind of finishing them then after 10 minutes.
Oh, that's all? Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I remember growing up, my family, I'm from Wisconsin, everyone always made beer brats, and there would be like the cauldron, and it would just be like overflowing with like 25 brats at the same time. And I
Right.
felt like maybe, they like to cook them all day because people like the smell of beer in the air or whatever, but I remember it seemed like it took forever. Maybe I was just hungry at the time.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, and,
Okay.
and there's another way you can cook these. You can brown them first and then put them in the beer solution, but I don't like to do them that way because if you have a hot grill, they're going to sear that casing and all the juice is going to come out into the grill.
Oh, right.
It's better to pre-cook them in the liquid and then brown them and then back to the liquid and serve them out of the liquid.
Wow, those are lucky brats. They get to go from beer to grill, back to beer. That's a
Exactly.
pretty good deal. Okay, so I want to touch on a few things here. You said you had 5 locations. I know right down the street from the TV station here is where you do all your processing and production, and we're going to taste a little beer along with our beer brats here in a second. Thank you.
I'm going to add a little more. They're not quite covered.
Well, here, might as well do this too while you're at it.
Okay.
Might as well. We're gearing up for Memorial Day here. We might as well just go for it. So, as far as I know, we have the production down the street here on Sayin Road, and then we have a Stoughton location. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have Sun Prairie. We have North Madison. Is that Sherman?
Correct.
Okay. And then we have University Avenue and Watts Road. And are those both in Brennan's?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So we all kind of are aware of Brennan's. Within Brennan's now is Jacobson Brothers. And they've been there for quite a while on Watts Road and University?
Oh, yeah, since
Okay.
the late 90s.
Oh, that's great. So anywhere that you live in the Madison and surrounding communities, you can go ahead to Jacobson Brothers and get these brats. And we want to talk about a couple other popular items to cook on Memorial Day. Okay, shoot. What do you got?
Our most popular requests for Memorial Weekend are, number 1, I would say, is baby back ribs.
Ooh, love ribs.
We have probably one of the best small bone baby back rib available in Madison. Then we do a high choice steak. Our beef is we source out top 10% of choice. So it's not prime, but it's the top 10% of choice. So you get that nice flavor and marbling. For chicken, one of our most popular items is we have vacuum tumblers in all of our retail stores. What a vacuum tumbler is you put the chicken in with water and marinade. You pull a vacuum, you pull the air out of that stainless steel drum, and then it tumbles on a wheel for about 45 minutes. And what it's doing, it's pulling the vacuum, pulling all that marinade into the muscle so that the flavors through the whole chicken breast, rather than just soaked and on the surface, it's sucked in from the vacuum.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm a big fan of marinating meats, and this is what I do is I pour it on, shake the heck out of it, right? And then stick it in the refrigerator and hope for the best and then put it on the grill and it's good. But this sounds like it gets in every pore.
It's very
That
juicy
is so
and
cool.
flavorful.
Wow, vacuum tumbling meats.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to try this, not today, for another date. But just so you all know, you can get this kind of meats that's been vacuum tumbled, especially your chickens with Jacobson Brothers. And then a couple of the things we have here in front of us. In a moment, we're gonna get a chance to try those through the magic of the TV oven. But first, what we're gonna put up on our plates real quickly, we have
That's our famous Jacobson's potato salad, which is also made right up the road here. We make it at our one manufacturing plant, and then we ship it around to our stores and have a couple wholesale accounts outside of Madison
great.
that carry it also. But
awesome. And then we have the
classic baked beans. Again, second to none. Our baked beans are really flavorful, thick, and
voila,
just really good.
And then we have a picnic favorite, coleslaw.
The coleslaw is again made right up the road here at our deli salad plant, and then distributed to all of our stores.
So I'm just gonna put little snacks on my plate here. I'm most excited to try these brats because they have been doing what they've been doing in this pot over here, as in boiling themselves in beer. So let me give this a try. So out of our Magic TV oven, Jacobson Brothers brats in beer, in onions, soaked for days.
Hey,
fantastic.
You gotta wash it down with something.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Wash it down with beer. Perfect for Memorial Day. Mr. Mark Jacobson, thank you so much for being with us on The Restaurant Show, Jacobson's Meats and Deli. More on The Restaurant Show coming up after the break.
Up next on The Restaurant Show, the Black and Blue Burger with the Red Zone.
Welcome back to The Restaurant Show. We are joined now by the Red Zone, and who better to join us than familiar face Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm great, because we're going to talk about some of my favorites. The Red Zone burger is pretty fabulous. Let's first talk about the brat, however. So you do brat and fries.
We're doing a brat and fries today. It's
Yeah.
getting close to baseball season.
Yes.
Nothing better than enjoying a baseball game. Your favorite team. We've got the TV package for all of them. So
Yeah.
get a brat.
And you've got some
french fries.
TVs.
Oh yeah.
These people have some TVs if you've never been. Do you know offhand how many TVs you have?
Overall, throughout the whole building, I think we're right around 40 right now.
Yeah, I believe it. There's just a ton of TVs. Large ones, extra large ones, super large ones. That's about it, no small ones.
I'm thinking of adding more, so.
Oh my gosh, wow. Well, if you're looking to go somewhere and have some TVs, but great for sports, we'll talk about that later, but tell me about the brat.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's baseball season, spring, nothing more than, a nice brat, get you in that nice warm weather mood. Fries. Just wonderful. I got to add on this one. I like to add a lot of sauerkraut myself because I think it really adds to the flavor there.
Yeah, you got to load up a brat, and it's hefty enough. This one's big enough. You can really load some things.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how big that one is?
That is 1/3 of a pound. A lot of places go a little smaller than that. We, as you know from all our shows here,
go big or go home.
Go big or go home. We
Yeah.
want you to leave them full.
Yeah, I do. I usually do. And then the next day too with my leftovers, generally. Although these days the leftovers are getting less and less. But okay, 1/3 pound. So that's outstanding. And what kind of brat? You guys usually have
It's
great meat.
Clement's brat. So the same thing you'd get at Miller Park or a lot of the other stadiums. we use that. It's just best flavor, really quality product, and I think people tend to prefer it.
You get like the stadium experience. You've got all the TVs. I'm going to paint the picture. And then you've got your big stadium brat.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And can you get that with any other, you have other sides.
Oh, yeah.
I love
you
your
do
sides.
potato salad. That's another popular one. Coleslaw, tater tots, my favorite.
Last time you were here, you told me that you had sweet potato tots.
Oh,
and
yes.
since then, I have tried them.
Yes.
I ordered them last time. Amazing.
They're great. The sweet potato
Super
fries
good.
as well. And then pub chips, which we season with a Jamaican jerk seasoning and have a special dip for. They're wonderful as well.
Awesome. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Okay, so that's the brat. And then let's talk about the burger. So I've had the regular Red Zone burger.
Okay.
This, you're going to talk about black and blue?
Oh, black and blue burger.
Okay.
So we're starting off here. We've got lettuce and tomato underneath the bun right now with the burger. Usually when we cook
that's
it.
right. You do your veggies under.
Oh, yeah. So you can pick it
What's
up.
their secret?
Usually when we cook it in a blackened seasoning. But because we're on TV, I wanted to show that we have that on there. So I'm gonna toss the blackened seasoning around there, get it nice and coated in. Adds a lot of flavor to it.
Yes.
Then next we're going to throw some blue cheese dressing, which we make in the restaurant ourselves.
nice.
So it's not a store-bought item.
In-house. Look at that falling
Oh yeah.
beautifully.
And then to top it off, some blue cheese crumbles.
Oh my God, if you're a blue cheese fan,
Oh,
which I
yeah.
am, this is like heaven.
Toss that on
I've not
there.
ordered this one yet, but I have a feeling
yeah.
this might be my
There's a
next.
lot of just different flavors in there working.
Yeah.
Toss that right there.
Gorgeous. And then, of course, comes with any kind of side like we
Oh,
just
yeah.
mentioned. So what would be the best for the black and blue burger? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe the sweet potato fries might be
They're
kind of
good.
sweet.
I like, as I said before, I like the pub chips. You get that because there's a lot of strong flavors on here. With that jerk seasoning, you still get the flavor of that going through, rather than it being kind of
There you go.
deadened with the strong pronounced flavors of this burger.
True. Okay. And you get the crunch, and it's a little
Oh, yeah.
different. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm with you. Pub fry or pub chips. And then, so we got a 3-pound brat. What size burger is this?
This is an 8-ounce burger.
Okay.
So it's a good half pound. You're getting plenty of meat for your money.
Yeah. The most meat for your money. I like that. We'll make it a slogan for you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And then, where's that burger from?
We get it from UW Provisions.
That's
so
right,
it's,
yes.
it's from
They
the
have
state.
amazing
Everything
meat.
stays in state, and
Yeah.
it just ensures great quality and freshness to the burger. We get it delivered numerous times throughout the week, so you always get a fresh burger, and you get that really great flavor to it.
Absolutely. They have fabulous meat. So you get your stadium experience, then you get your UW Provision experience, which is outstanding. I love those folks. So this is great. This is fantastic. Can't you just picture yourself watching the game on 40 TVs throughout the place? And you guys are definitely the best place to watch games, hands down. You said you have all the
Sports packages,
yeah.
baseball, basketball, hockey, college, anything you want, you can come see. Soccer, everything. We put it up for you. We're working with you guys for NASCAR, and we're working with Andretti Motorsports for Formula One racing. So we're trying to be all across the board and appeal to a wide group of people.
I love it. I love it. Okay, and I'll tell you an embarrassing story. Maybe it's not that embarrassing, but I'm a gymnastics fan. I even got to watch gymnastics the other day.
That was on the, when you guys were in for lunch, it was on the Big Ten Network, I believe, or
Sure was.
ESPNU.
Yeah,
And that was
so
on.
there literally is something for everything, even your gymnastics fans. I love it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about events too, because you do. I didn't actually even realize how gigantic your place was until the other day. You showed me the other side. So you do parties, you do events,
concerts. We're happy to book for anything, any sort of group. We're doing a birthday party this next weekend. We open up that side for games and sporting events, extra seating. I think I counted today, and we've got over 250 seats in the place to watch a game.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
We've worked with student groups, fraternities, and sororities. We've worked with businesses, and whatever event people want to do, we can cater the building towards that event. The secondary side of the annex, as it's known, can fit 325 people.
Oh my gosh!
We have a stage there. We have
you have a whole
built-in
other
sound,
bar.
everything you want. Yep.
The whole thing.
Oh,
That's really cool. And you've got seating that's great for different size groups too, because you've got some seating that can accommodate large groups. You've got some more intimate seating.
Oh yeah.
I just love it. Fantastic. Well, go try these out over at the Red Zone in downtown Madison. They are fabulous. You don't want to miss all the sports action on 40 TVs. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
guess, but somewhere in there. And stick around for more Restaurant Show. We'll be back right after this.
Up next on the Restaurant Show, it's cakes with Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery.
Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. I think I've been looking forward to this for quite some time because we are going to learn today how to construct a wedding cake. And how much fun is this going to be? With, of course, the cake expert extraordinaire. We've got Kaz, who is joining us. She's the owner of Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery on Monona Drive. And I love your place, so thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So this is a lot of fun. So Rosie's, they do all kinds of great breakfasts, lunches, amazing coffee, donuts galore. I could brag on you all day, but you also do some really fun wedding cakes. So she's going to teach us a thing or two.
We're going to do a small one for time's sake.
Yeah.
And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the bottom layer, and I'm going to show some tricks of the trade.
Okay.
So the first thing is, let me find where I put my knife.
Okay. Oh, it's over here.
Oh, right there.
I got it.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to trim the cake, because sometimes you get that hump on the cake. So you're probably like, oh, what do you do with the hump? You do this. You just cut it off.
Okay. I love these little insider secrets. So these are things you're always wondering when you see these fabulous wedding cakes, is how in the heck is it so perfect? So you're carving it to perfection, basically, just like you carve a turkey. And look at this big knife.
And you
can
can
I
use,
assist?
Yeah, I'm just going to do this.
Oh, you just use
Yep,
your,
and then this is really great. The kids can eat the scraps.
all right, perfect.
so
the
then-
kids. I'll be the
yeah.
one eating the scraps.
So you can either get a cardboard circle, or this is the bottom of a tart pan to
okay.
just kind of use as your lifter.
Awesome.
So now we're going to just kind of set that aside.
So that way you have something to snack on. You don't snack on your own cake.
And now we're going to glue the cake down to the board. This
Okay.
is called a cake drum.
Oh,
there.
good
But
trick.
now, because we don't want to have...
Oh, you just do a little schmear.
Yeah, we don't want to have crumbs on the top. Look we just are going to do this.
Oh, smart. So you put crummy side down.
And now it's nice and level and flat.
Perfect.
And so now we're going to fill the cake for time's sake. We're just going to put one layer of filling in there.
Okay. So you just slice it down the middle.
Yeah.
You make this look so easy, Kaz. I have a feeling it's not quite this easy your first time, but I love that. Okay. So you slice it down the middle.
Yeah, and then we're going to go like
Look
that.
how fast you are. Okay, slide it off.
And we're going to put some raspberry filling. We made a vanilla cake because vanilla, I see more, like chocolate is kind of more popular in the winter.
Okay.
And then vanilla I see to be more of a popular flavor in the spring and summer.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I
wonder why.
would have never known that before, but I've just been noticing that trend the last few years.
I guess lighter colors in the summer and darker colors in the winter. It kind of goes that way, but who knew flavors? Okay.
Yeah, and then we're going to...
And now that's all the filling you need, is that it? Okay.
Yep. If we want, like we could tort it. You can do. I'll do one real quick.
Okay.
You can do more. We could have done there. You can,
So you can really cut the
Yeah,
filling layer
just cut it.
anywhere,
We'll put
as
a
long as
little-
you have enough to work with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be your assistant.
Okay. We'll put another.
Okay.
Kind of filling in, and you can do different flavors. Like this could be
Oh, you could have two choices.
do chocolate in this one.
Oh,
And
right.
do, so really change it up, or some lemon, or so when we have brides meet us for tastings, we have different fillings and frostings, and then we just bake like little cupcakes, and then they mix and match and custom create like
fun.
what flavors they want to go with.
What
the
a fun
different
experience.
cupcakes.
You can come in and try out all your different options and see what you want.
Yep, look at the
Love that.
pictures, and
And gorgeous pictures. Oh my gosh, you've made a lot of different cakes over the years.
we have done a
So
lot. of
how many
different
do you
things.
think you do in a year, if you had to guess?
Probably, I would think close to around 40 or 50 a year
Wow.
we're doing.
And these are really, some of these really time-intensive cakes.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. They're
Intricate
all,
details
They're
and
all
such.
custom done. We bake all the cake from scratch, so you can custom design your fillings and your frostings and your cake flavors. Now, to get a cake really nice and smooth, you start with a big pile of frosting.
Whopping pile, I love
See
it.
it.
I'm just so impressed at how fast you're doing this. This is incredible. Obviously, you probably
Now, for a wedding,
wouldn't speed decorate at home or
No.
speed frost.
for a wedding, we would probably put a second layer on this just to make sure that none of the crumbs are sticking through.
Sure, yes.
And how you can get rid of the crumbs is you put this in the refrigerator, and because it's all butter, it's going to set up.
Okay.
And then you can get your next coat on it.
I
And
see.
so we're
So
just
let it get a little bit solidified.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And so what we're doing to get it smooth is you just kind of take your spatula right on the top. And I like to use a little pie server. That's
Smart.
kinda
You've
my
got
little
all the
thing.
best tools. I've noticed that helps too.
So now we're going to, because we have our second layer that we've already done, and we've
pre-did this
also, and then this could be, you know, 3 tiers, 4 tiers, 5. I mean, you could just go on up, and you're going to do this same technique for all of them. This is just a straw. This is a basic straw, and this is like construction stuff. So you're kind of going to look for what you think you want your cake to be flat, but what you might think would be the lowest spot, which usually if you've done it good, you're not really going to be able to figure out that.
Okay.
When you do really, really big cakes, we have levels, and we actually make sure that the level and the bubble and everything is right. So there it is.
Okay.
So we're going to cut it.
All right.
And I'm going to get a couple straws to be that same height.
Okay. Got just a couple seconds left, so we're gonna have to
Okay.
speed pile it on.
And to make the frosting not stick, put a little powdered sugar.
Okay.
You can do powdered sugar or
Oh,
coconut.
what a good trick. All right, I love
And
it.
we're
Now
gonna
how
go
do you do that
ahead
one?
and we're gonna just get this one right on there.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Oh, like a pro.
And I'll just
Perfect.
kind of push it all back in
I
there.
love learning all these little tricks of the trade. That is so much fun. Thank
And
you,
one
Kaz.
last thing
Okay.
we would just put our big dowel right down through the middle, and we'll just clip this off.
Ah, that's so much fun. Didn't you always wonder how to do that? I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Later, we're going to show you how to decorate a cake, so you're going to have to stay tuned through the season to see some other tricks.
Yeah.
Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery is on Monona Drive. We'll be back with more Restaurant Show after the break.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining me here today on the Restaurant Show. I hope that when you're out and about looking for a place to eat or at the local grocery store, you consider any one of these fantastic locally owned businesses. That's all the time we have for today on the Restaurant Show. This is Justin Riley reminding you that life is too short to eat average.